if I'm not mistaken, in the seeded stage, Team Evil faced Flash first match with
Yep.
you guys casted,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
then this is the second game they have on the seeded
Yep.
stage. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
this is also a big series they want to win here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the game two of our series, match point game in favor here with the side of Team Evil. This time around, they have the first part to pick.
Right now,
Mm.
it's just all about, first picks, right?
Yeah.
We talk about first picks a lot. We talk
Mhm.
about the second picks a lot, right? Second picks usually my favorite because I love to react because you know those kind of people where you ask them to guess and they couldn't give you an answer because their answers need to be built based on facts and logic. I'm that kind of person.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's two kind of people in the world: the people who are logical and the people who
Assume.
no creatives.
Creative.
Ah.
See? You're
Corporate.
seeing the glass half full.
No, I hate creatives.
It's a different thing.
All the designers out there is gonna put me on a, gonna burn me alive on a stake. But I love you guys. I love designers. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Without designers, you wouldn't have UIs.
Speaking of design, yeah, we have now the hero photos here, which
Yeah.
is great. So now there's gonna be a Fanny band still. It's gonna be prioritized here. On the other side, Chip is gonna be the same, right? So the only pocket pick we have seen so far is the Hanzo.
Definitely. Right now, let's take a look about this one. Right, it's still a respect ban from the side of Carrot onto Yon on the Fanny. Now maybe we're looking at red side bans. We talked about red side bans before. Kimi bans must go in. The Lucas ban also must go in. Right,
Yep.
you gotta have to ban these two away.
Are they going to open up the Lucas though? So we haven't seen. I just looking forward for that Lucas here. Just one game
Hmm
with that Lucas here. Team Evil, especially for Vincent. Vincent has been okay. I haven't really seen Vincent played historically on MPL SG stage. So is
Nope.
he
It's first.
first
Yeah.
here in the MPL? Okay, Vincent. So okay, he does know how to play assassins.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
heroes here. But the Lucas also, I wanted to see him. But Phobius is here. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Never talk about the Lucas
I mean,
anymore.
Vincent was from Geek Fam, right? So I mean, he is also a MPL ID player. Went through Rebellion, Zion as well. But I mean, like his first debut in Singapore.
I see.
So yeah, welcome to Singapore.
Okay. So on the other side though, Kalea. Okay, Kalea has been banned. So Kimi is still pretty much open at this moment as well.
hmm I think Amongst Ben will reserve the last slot for Kimi because Kimi is so broken right now. Right now you also have to deal with the juice. There's also the juicing. There's also the joy. There's also the heroes that you don't want to deal with. Mathilda is also on the table to be banned as well. So it's also up to Team Evil right here. Amongst need to react to what Carrot bans here.
Mm. If Team Evil, so okay, preferably
Oh yes,
no Hanzo
no.
this time
I
around
I
because
don't
if
think
they're
so.
going to pick the Kimi here, no need for an Hanzo. If I'm not mistaken, here on the side of Team Evil.
Yeah, you don't really need a Hanzo. I think the Hanzo is a great answer to the Kimi in the early game.
Yeah. On the other side, RSG though. Oh, on the game one, I can say it's not a one-sided game. It's
No.
we have seen right.
It's a
back
seesaw.
and forth,
It's a
back and
roller
forth
coaster.
for this one, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. So RSG. Hmm. I think this is really exhausting matches for them in here the day two,
Amos
but
decides to open it up.
they want to have something here that they can end early. I assume they want to have a composition that could end the game early.
Snowballs, right?
Snowballs.
So you want Snowball, you want Joy, you want even
Oh. Okay.
and Joy gets snap picked by Team Evil.
Team Evil is on the other side. Kimi, open, ladies and gents.
Yeah, but Kimi is also vulnerable to Joy's, right? Joy
True.
could literally just run down the Kimi, nobody's business, and you can just run in circles. You can avoid her shots.
Can go for the Gatakacha here to go for your
Yep.
own counter.
Yep.
We've seen that one, like Joy providing the zone control, Gatakacha doing the same here, and Hayabusa actually is going to be chosen here on the side of
Mhm.
RSGSG.
So
There you go, Gatakacha. Okay.
yep, matching assassin with assassins this time round. So normal fighter, normal fighter jungles. Jungles was already settled. Now you also got the Gatakacha being snap picked by the side of RSG. Gatakacha, but surprisingly no Kimi. So right now I feel
Mhm.
like RSG shouldn't go for a Kimi as well because it seems like if RSG picks a Kimi, Evil will always respond to Hanzo, but which means that Team Evil may secure a Kimi for
Yep.
themselves.
And they need a secondary follow up there when it comes to a crowd control. Balang can be one. We've seen that one of course,
Moscow.
Moscow.
Don't forget, Kimi is also open, but nope, they're not
There
going to
you
go
go.
for that one. So limit
Badang.
too greedy. Unfortunately, it did not work out for RSG in game number one. Evo took the hint, not going to try it for themselves. But then they picked the Badang 4 gear.
Yep. Surprisingly, no Kimi first priority pick in the first phase
I'm
of the
surprised.
drives. Yeah.
I'm actually very surprised.
Uh-huh.
Right? Usually Kimi was so prior
Yeah.
in the past few series, but then again, this time around, in game number 2 of Team Evo going up against RSG, completely forgotten.
Wow. There are plenty of AoE damage here coming in from Team Evil. But with the Gotta Catch Out alone, I believe here RSG can really fend off that combo. Sustain is there. Zushin is banned, is it not? Zushin is pretty much open as well.
Yeah, Farsa, one of
Okay.
Roy's comfort picks, will be selected as well. Farsa also received a buff. And yeah, since that's the case, RSG can start locking down even more mages. Like for example, your Jusins can get banned away. Even Vexana to a certain extent can get banned away. Or sorry, Valentina. I think Valentina first, and then after that you can cut away the Jusin.
I can see right now, yes, you do have the Joy here, but RSG has plenty of mobility at this moment in time. So, okay, Cho has been banned here for the side of RSG.
Good pick. Good ban, because Cho will disrupt the far side. Right now, I think Amux needs to try to ban away any form of disruption for the airstrike. The key victory right here, the winning key for the side of RSG is maintaining the feather airstrike, making sure it hits.
Is anyone using Jawhead?
Oh, Jawhead, yeah.
For the team.
Jawhead
Powerful Jawhead, right?
Sorry?
Powerful
Yeah,
did manage to use a Jawhead.
Yep, he did it before.
Or the
Kadita, if you want to go there. But Kadita is not exactly Sayla's hero. It's more for Roy's hero. So yeah.
Kadita, oh yeah, okay.
It's Kadita, Roy on Kadita, one
You
of the
think
signatures.
Tigreal can be. I miss Tigreal of Powerful. I remember abstract.
Yeah.
I remember abstract highlighted that it was actually Cho. Cho is one of the best of Powerful's picks, but on season 8, is Tigreal as okay? Never mind. Tigreal has been bad. Tigreal is one
Wow.
of the best
Wow.
for me.
Wow. Amux is literally telling all of us, say, hey, I'm gonna disrespect your Valentina. I'm gonna start locking down Powerful. Powerful is the problem, and he start locking down, taking away not only just the fact that Tigreal, like what we mentioned, is also something that
Yeah.
Powerful has been playing. In fact, he's also been playing a lot of Cho for a period of time.
Yeah. Jawhead. You think Jawhead is a pretty good pick here?
Definitely, Joe is
Yeah.
very easy, very good pick for side of Powerful. It's very easy. It also fulfills what we were talking about earlier just now, to basically lock down that far side, make sure she doesn't go into further airstrike.
I think for Hayabusa as well, right?
Yep.
I think you can chase the Hayabusa as well. So yeah,
You
I
can't
think-
chase him in the shadow, but like yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if he goes in shadow kill and then Jawhead just follows him into the shadow. Kimi will be selected by the side of RSG. That's going to
Okay.
be a lot of magic damage. So
Mhm.
you're expecting more of a fighter EXP laner. Immediately, I was thinking maybe go for a Badang, maybe go for a to a certain extent CC as well. Maybe even a Khalid if you want to go back a little bit and blast on the past. But CC got banned already by Team Evil.
But do you think RSG's Kimi here is a flex?
Nope. Farsa is going to be mid.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It's clear cut that CS will
Sorry
be
about
on
that.
that. And don't worry, I got you, bro.
It's gold.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
What are we thinking right here, Deadeye?
I think there are plenty of crowd control here because mobility-wise, RSG still have this in their kit. So you have the combo. I can see the combo
the move.
here coming in from the side of Team Evil, but can they really catch these players here for the side of RSG? You can just run back first if they see the beats. Okay, there you go. It changes everything with this Louis or that version because I'm highlighting about the catch. So if ever, of course, it's really hard for the side of Team Evil with these high mobile heroes. Why not the surprise attack? And there you go. That's the Louis.
Yeah, not only just that, you mentioned the Luo E repositioning to basically match the global of Gatokacha, or be it the Farsa as well. The glue, remember you talk about catch, the glue can catch as well. That's going to go into the hands of Gear. Badang will be the selection for, that's going to be a Badang roam by
For
Powerful,
sure.
which also fulfills, the catch potential, right? Basically, you can still use him as a roam. And now there you go. That's the Khalid I was talking about, right? They need more physical damage, especially early game. The Khalid fulfills that, but later parts of the game, they'll go into mostly magic damage. So technically speaking, it's very easy to itemize against RSG. And but RSG's main prime is at level 4. They need to win
Yeah.
convincingly in level 4 in order to win this particular game. However, Team Evil can also do the same. The power spikes come in at level 4, except for Moskov.
Yeah, level 4, and plus they have the Joy. Joy has been one of the fastest heroes to can clear, of course, the jungle area as well. The advantage of this one is the Hayabusa is the split pushing strategy.
5
Here we
seconds
go.
till the
Ladies
enemy
and
reaches
gentlemen,
the
this is now going to be
battlefield.
game 2
Smash
of
them.
our last series
All
here
troops
in
deployed.
the week 2 of our seeded stage.
Yep.
Welcome to
ladies and
Mobile
gents.
Legends.
Immediately, you see where Jay is going. Hold on a second. It's not even an EXP. Curly, it's going to be a EXP. Gatakacha Jay on and that's where you know what we're talking about, right? Dr. J being very flexible on his hero mix.
Okay, with the mobility coming in from this Khalid as well. Well, I can see now that they want to go for a roam Khalid here. I think the aggressiveness is one thing of the victory conditions coming in from RSG, controlling the early stages of the game.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird to see Kimi on the start field again. Like, it doesn't make sense anymore. Back then it used to make sense. Now it's like,
With the rapid beams.
the laser beams, right?
The laser
They're
beams.
never accurate. They're only
I was-
accurate for plot.
I was about to say, but this time it hits.
This one hits. This one definitely
This
hits,
one
right?
hits.
Yep. So we talk about early game, right? Right now, I don't think they can do anything except for the fact that maybe they can roll with somebody, but Gear on that group, you don't gang that lane, right? I think Khalid, Jay should actually focus more on the top side to kind of bully, give a bit of edge to CS, but there is
Damage here from the beats. Jay still managed to survive with that Time Guard. And I've just seen that sweet exchange. I've seen the glue using the split, right? But the Desert Tornado just eliminates the mini glue. Yeah.
so, okay, I'm not gonna say what I have in mind. I'll tell you later after the card. Just remind me about that. But yeah, all the mini glues immediately get slashed down by Jay, and I think that's the power of the Khalid, right? But
Yep.
I actually wanted to see more aggression coming off of Jay in the early game, especially when he goes for his Khalid.
There you go, level 4 already for the side laners here, and the turtle is pretty much available right now. Sayla has the diversion as well. And speaking of the gank, it is going to be Roy here, top side of the better airstrike van.
Oh.
Going sidestep there, but the SOD, CS will be the target. Sayla out of nowhere with a diversion play takes the first blood.
Massive global play coming out from this side of Team Evil. Sayla going up to top to basically help, but that was an outplay coming out from Ven. But they're going to sacrifice the position around the turtle. RSG, they should have been securing the turtle for themselves. So I'm kind of surprised they kind of forfeit that position.
Wow, having first blood plus the turtle buff as well in the early stages. I think this is a big win for Team Evil here. Okay, now we have seen now the Gear trying to go for this poke against a closer. No commitment whatsoever, and I thought RSG will be the one who's going to win the team fight in the early stage of the game with the Raging Sandstorm, but they split this one. I don't know if there's going to be miscommunication between the two. The target is there, but Jay will be falling down here, but Yon secure the kill against Van. Still 4-1 trade, and look at Powerful here once some more. Gets
Wow.
the double.
Wow, Powerful right here, still on run, but he's still ongoing just a little bit. Vincent chases.
Oh, look at the bits here. Now CS will be the target, trying to go away, and still it is going to be a chase. Vincent under the turret with a root outplayed coming in from CS.
Oh man, Sayla couldn't wait. He's actually careful all the way to the back there, trying to catch CS walking away, but Jay will be there to secure the kill onto Sayla.
Oh, this is just really an exchange of chaotic team fights. Roy here with a better airstrike. Jay with a sandstorm as well, hitting them down with walls. Roy flickers back. Another kill here. Action after action we're seeing here, Jay.
What is this then? I mean, am I watching a brawl?
Brawl indeed.
Feels like Brawl game right here, bro. It's like, why are we fighting here, right? Like, yes, there's no objectives here. Right now, it's just Team Evil just trying to handshake every single team fight that RSG is throwing at them. Same como said, RSG shouldn't be team fighting, but okay. At the very least, you can start to see the aggression. They're using that right now. The fact that they have Jay coming online slightly, but Badang, Alfu, is actually picking up the kills.
Wow.
That's the Roma that I was talking about.
That good last hit. But now powerful 3-1 already. And the rest here of Team Evil is trying to go for the diversion here instead. In the middle, cutting off Jay with a Raging Sandstorm escape here. Roy, great positioning with his better airstrike. And on the back lines though, it is going to be Gear and the rest here of the team. The choke point and CS free hitting on the back lines as well. Vincent with the beats, but no damage now for the rest of Team Evil. But look at Yon, he's been targeted by Vincent. He still managed to escape with the save coming up the side of Jay there. And Gear on the other side, we're on a split map here. Still the battle continues, powerful and 3 versus 2 situation. Closer is here, Roy joining the fray as well. And it's gonna be Gear left alone on the glue. Will he be able to survive the better airstrike? And I believe he can. That was a long team fight, but no one died. Wow. No one died.
It's just team. There's no it's just team.
What was that? It's just team. There's no fight. There's no.
But you gotta admit, another wise man once told me that if there's a team fight and there's nobody dying, that's actually a good team fight, because now we talk about training blows. We talk about everybody knowing what they need to do and also knowing the limits of your hero.
Jay again, really having a vision here, spinning down here by Powerful. But RSG waiting for the right moment to go for this turtle contest.
Yeah. Roy does have like wing by wing right here. Sayla's diversion is actually making it so hard for RSG to predict.
Oh, that's gonna be Vincent securing the turtle buff once again. Raging Sandstorm here, but no one hits in that situation. Oh, the combo coming in for Fist Crack there at the wall. And now CS is there, very aggressive. That's the Starship Trooper that we are talking about here. And that's gonna be a kill for the side of RSG.
Yeah, RSG is snowballing out of control. CS confident about this, actually even went for the Sky Piercer for himself.
Oh, Jay, man, the aggressive Khalid. Meanwhile, the split push is coming in from the side of Van. Oh, they're still staying here. Gear having the split. And now the rest here of RSG looking forward to go for the siege here in the middle lane. But Van is here. And no commitment whatsoever for now.
Nah, I don't think you want to commit for that one. Even though the shadow does land on top of Ven, Ven can always use the second skill to try to push. But then again, RSG, we talked about how it was, and also Team Evil, we talked about how messy this team fight is.
Yeah.
The messiness comes from the fact that, you know, Sayla can also always use his diversion, and they can come up with various weird angles, and RSG actually just needs to go with the flow.
Yeah. They cannot catch Chase at this moment here, but both mid-tars are still standing. And I'm actually expecting here, Jace, that the Sayla is going to go for the sneaky diversion plays, but so far it's more of a coordinated team fight, no surprises attacks.
Yeah, right now. Oop, hold on.
Okay, there's gonna be Ven right now with a shadow kill. That's Yon securing the pickoff, and Vincent is too late in that one.
Yeah, it's surprising the fact that, you know, even though RSG does have more kills, they're not actually gaining in terms of map control and also the goal.
But there's right here, Raging Sandstorm, flicker back, avoiding that combo here while CS maintaining that zone.
Yeah, I was talking about the gold lead, right? Even though RSG does have some, more kills, you can see the gold lead, it's almost almost the same, and it feels like we're always fighting along the river. There's no clean the line of sand is drawn in the middle, and now it's just, you know, Team Evil trying to play a disruption game. Don't forget, we're already starting to step into the later parts of the game. RSG, SG, the main damage dealers are mostly magic. Don't forget, it's a lot easier to build against Magic. Jay will start to fall into a little bit in terms of priority right now as a Khalid.
There's an advantage here actually for the side of Team Evil with the split push coming in from Van. And I do believe RSG knows about this one. Goes for the traction pulls, and Gear will be the target with that split. Still trying to escape in here, this situation. Will he be able to survive? And he will not. And CS secures the kill. And now RSG goes for more. Van destroyed, of course, right on the top side here. But the rest of RSG secures the mid as well as this Lord Control.
As a trade right now, right? Ben, that's the best play that I think that he can do. Basically just play base trade, right? Pull RSG
What?
back.
Van out of nowhere with the SOD and Vincent. Oh the Lord, are you kidding me? And now RSG here scrambles. They want to go for the trade, and it is gonna be Jay here being pinned down instead.
Man, it's kind of crazy right now. Don't forget the fact that, you know, the last scene for Ben is actually up top, right? That's why RSG decides to go for the kill, decides to go for the fight right now. Also, the Ben is down in the Lord Pit together, and then Team Evil executed that fight. And that's a power on Moskov to be everywhere at once, as long as you land the SOD.
Yeah, man. What hurts so much is the steal of Vincent on the objective takedown as well. That was really surprising for me with that call coming in from the side of Team Evil.
Yeah, but good call to show the in-game equipment right here. I want to see what kind of resistances that the enemy from the side of Team Evil is building. It's mostly, yeah, they're starting to respect a lot more in terms of the magic damage. You start to see some Athenas, you start to see some magic resist being built. RGSG on the other hand, this means that Yon would do a lot of damage as long as he plays his cards properly.
Yeah. Oh, another time as well with the goal. The inversion play. Surprise, surprise. Team Evo is there with the huge with the counter play. CS is there free heating onto mark lines. RSG managed to defend, but another damage coming inside of Ben as well. One more hit. Yon survives. Are you kidding me? This is going to be CS though. Outplayed by Ben. OMG Team Evo. Inhibitor turret gone.
Man, Ben is a mad lad, absolute mad lad in terms of his SOD landings, his understanding of the the extent that he could push this hero. He basically could just squeeze even more extra kilometers on an empty gas tank on this Moskov.
Who is this guy, Jace?
I don't know, you asked me. But let's take a look at the replay, alright? Let's see how it kind of breaks down. The problem about the side of RSG is that they like to close to the gaps together, they like to fight as 5. And that's where Sela truly shines. You can see when the Loi drops down the damage like that, everything bling blam blong, everybody just spreads the damage all throughout. But then again, Team Evil always forgot about Roy. Roy does a lot of damage in the back line. CS on that Kiwi that does a lot of damage in the back line. If they don't deal with CS, it's gonna be a little bit of a haphazard for the side of Team Evil.
Oh man, what a sweet exchange once again between Team Evil and RSG. Twice we've seen Van pull off incredible plays on his own. That SOD on the Lord Dance, and now on that outplayed highlight on the top Siege as well. RSG. It's not yet over for them. Look at the goal difference at this moment. It's still not much of a disparity here. They can still go for a brawl for that Lord takedown, but remember, Sela has the diversion, that surprises attack that I have been mentioning. It was very effective on the top Siege.
Yeah, it's very hard for RSG to also split push. You take a look at the bottom lane. RSG still has that first tier turret against, Team Evil does have first tier turrets against RSG. So what's the game plan right here coming up from RSG, yeah?
RSG.
Hunker down, wait for what?
I don't think so, man.
Wait for next game?
This composition is an aggressive one.
Yeah.
I mean, they must dictate the tempo.
Definitely, right? Because Jay with the Raging Sandstorm and also the Feather Airstrike, they do have the kit to basically dictate the fight and then basically play against Team Evil. However, Team Evil, they're handshaking on the team fight, and that's where the Team Evil magic is truly shining right now.
Look at the Blitz. Oh no, they stopped actually. This is Lord Dance right now. With this push on the top side, this is the opening they are waiting for. Oh, diversion fake actually, but this is now going to be the J, the target here. Raging Sandstorm out, SOD hits, but Gear providing the space. No one's taking down. That's going to be instruction pulls there, been committed, as well as the shadow kill. No one died there, but the Lord has been secured already.
Gear made so much space as well. Same what was said with Ven. Ven basically throw the SOD right there, hinting that he might actually take that fight any time at the same time. But then again, Team Evil create so much space for themselves to work for the Lord for themselves. So Sailor using the diversion, even though it's a fake one, but it does reveal a lot of information. It shows that RSG is not there, they're everywhere else.
And now, I think RSG must hunker down this time around. They must hunker down with the Lord pushing through here the top side. There's no risky play right now. Is really could pay off in this situation, but we have seen miracle defenses. Are we able to see one right now with Closer very low right now? Vincent is going to be the target against Closer with now the combo, the stun, the follow-up, but RSG still managed to defend and save themselves here. Van goes for that attack and Lord still pushing through. RSG still fended them off.
You know, when you asked the question, I was about to say yes, because number one, they've got their artillery strike in Roy, because just wave clear very quickly. Number two, they've got Yon. Yon, of course, you know you can even expand use the shadow kill to basically just wave clear very quickly. Apart from that, you also got Jade to wave clear. So there's a lot of wave clear tools coming from RSG. So I'm kind of not surprised that you know they're able to they're able to defend this one.
Yeah, they're actually doing it now defensively. Especially you mentioned, of course, right? They do have the kits at this moment, but another Lord takedown, I don't think is gonna be enough for them to do this all day long.
Yep. Right now, hold on a second. Oh yeah, this is an instant replay, right? So apart from that, you can see how it's so easy to defend because CS is still doing a lot of splash damage, and same as well for Roy, right, with a further airstrike.
Yeah, a minute for this another Lord spawnage here in this game. RSG with a single inhibitor turret now standing to their base. Will they do some risky play? Because with this pressure in the lanes, it's gonna be easy for Sailor to just call diversion to end the game anytime here.
Oh yeah, true. Imagine if RSG doesn't guard their house at all, right?
Yeah.
Basically try to attack. Team Evil could bait a team fight around the Lord pit. And then imagine that Loi sends diversion all the way. That could be very funny.
Oh man, this is one of the threats indeed that RSG should look out for. But as you can see right now, itemization wise, you have plenty of damage here for RSG. But the question is, they need to find, when are they be able to find the opening here that they want to control this game back once more. But look at Vincent here, look at the damage mentioned here, and Jay will pop his defense, but it's not too long for now. But there's gonna be now RSG. Closer will be the next target, and he'll be pinned down as well. AOG for this game, but there is Vincent waiting for him.
Yep.
And look at Ben, very aggressive, and Yon trying to go for the counter play here. Will he be able to do so? The Crips is still there.
Yeah, good play coming off from Van right there. Actually doing a gamble using the SOD to basically get close all the way towards Yon, and now they're going to try to end this one.
And they will end indeed, and Van secures this crystal, and a sweep win from Team Evil.
Yeah, definitely well-deserved points, right? The 3 points definitely going to go into their pockets. They're going to escalate in terms of the leaderboard, and it is great to see Team Evil back on form.
Yeah, they are really back on form. And I do love how Van's performance in that situation, his Moskov is well on point. The highlight plays, man, changes everything and how they executed it at the right moment. But without that inhibitor turret, it's really difficult there for the team to defend with a diversion anytime just popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I think when you go towards the early parts of the game, Sailor's using the diversion is actually really unpredictable, right? It's constantly catching RSGs off guard, and they definitely took off guard. Got caught off guard because there's so many sequences and team fights where they just don't know what everybody's doing. Everybody's doing what they are supposed to do, basically. Not say what they're supposed to do, but like they're just doing
so many points in mind, and
there's too many things there's too many things to basically to figure out. Just there's the possibility of Sailor being anywhere, and somebody it may not be even Sailor. It could be somebody else in that bush, because Sailor can send anybody, and that's basically causing a lot of disruption. And apart from the disruption of the diversion, the duality proc hurts a lot.
Indeed. the magic damage burst, and
Mhm.
that's why I'm surprised that Louis has been really the priority picks. Just because, of course, there's so many mage that could be picks as well when it comes to damage, like the Kimi. We've seen the Farsa as well, but it has the same ability of the chip as well when it comes to those sneaky plays, and it is really effective at this
Mhm.
moment coming in from the side of Team Evil.
Yeah, but one could also argue that RSG, right? I think they're doubling down a little bit too much in terms of the magic damage. In the early game, yes, you can see RSG winning because of Jay on the Khalid, and of course Yon, popping off at the very least in terms of assassins. But Team Evil is like, okay, guys, we're just not gonna build armor at all. Well, minimal armor, but we're going to go on investing more magic damage,
Mm.
magic resist, because CS will scale to late game. Roy could scale to late game, and well, Roy is always painful in every single s- space of the
Yeah.
game because he is a farsa.
And this is, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to Kimi's performance on that lane, it is a gold lane Kimi
Mm-hmm.
is a loss. So usually it has a higher win rate when it comes to a mid Kimi. Do you think it is a factor as well when it comes to how Kimi is being played all throughout the series?
I mean, interesting build coming up from CS though. Like the fact that they actually go for the Sky Piercer. I understand why the Sky Piercer is really attractive for Kimi. I'm the kind of Kimi that goes for the Feather Heavens, right?
First item?
First
Yeah.
item Feather Heavens, because I really enjoy. I feel like I feel the exhilaration when I see numbers flying everywhere, because every basic attack I basically do some additional attack. So that's basically something that I love to see,
Mhm.
and also does a lot of damage.
This is also the factor where Team Evil's draft come into fruition with their global presence. You have the Moscow right on that SOD at any time can join into the team fight, and Ven did it very good in this game. And Sela also with that diversion
Mhm.
play. It's really difficult indeed for RSG
Mhm.
to control the map overall.
Yeah, pretty interesting, right? So look at Powerful, right? Powerful actually does more damage than Sayla. Sayla is just basically the delivery mechanism
Uh-huh.
for the rest of Team Evil to
Mm.
basically quickly enter the
Mhm.
team fights, and also supplement in terms of the duality proc.
Wow, RSG defeated here by Team Evil. And look at the highlight that we've seen so far. Look at Van. Van, personally, this guy has so many highlights here in this game.
Yeah, it's just wonderful, right? He's always down low. Like what I mentioned, he is the kind of guy that can literally squeeze the last remaining kilometers out of an empty gas tank, and Moskov is that car. He can just squeeze out everything. It's just kind of crazy how he takes these SOD fights, right? So it's just his mastery. Now we start to see that, MPL Singapore, we love our Moskovs, right?
Yes.
We love this type of hero because of the map control that you can offer, the mobility that you can offer, and of course, you just do a lot of damage. And you
Yeah.
can sell peel.
And in the early stage of game as well, don't get me wrong, RSG has been very aggressive here, especially Jay. Jay is on the Khalid, did a lot of opportunities here for the side of RSG to actually brawl it all out against Team Evil. And look at CS as well, his positioning is well off point at this moment. But then again, they cannot just really burst anyone. This is the longest team fight that we have seen, but no one died.
Yeah, well, not this one, not this sequence. There are some people dying, but then I remember you're literally gassing out because of
Yeah.
how Team Evo and RSG is literally going in like a brawl mode. Like, it's constantly fighting, even though like there's no point to fight. Boys, there's nothing to fight over here. There's no tower. I was about to say girls. There's no tower. There's no like objectives to fight over, but they just love to brawl.
Yeah. Okay, Sailor actually using the diversion also for the vision that you mentioned, right? It's not really full commitment here. But always the pin down coming from Powerful on how he sets the game is also to be noted for.
Yeah, and another thing that I would like to also point out, especially after watching these replays, I feel like Roy's better airstrike positioning is really kind of shallow, if you ask me. He's actually being too safe on that feather airstrike, but with concern. Powerful can easily jump onto him, that's why he's afraid. Vincent can easily jump onto him, and also Gear on this blue as well can easily just jump onto him. So that's something that, the side of RSG is just too conscious and too concerned about Powerful to a certain extent, Sailor as well.
Yeah, this is one of the games that has been the turning point of throughout. The steal on the Lord plus Van's SOD just surprises RSG in this moment. And this is one of the highlights as well that I have
Yep.
to mention the death positioning here. The AOG is beautiful here, to be honest, coming in from the side of closer, but unfortunately they cannot easily finish them Van in this right moment. I thought it was going to be RSG to win here, but at this moment, Van goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I think it's about coin. If you want to say, I think this game number 2 is kind of like a coin flip, right? It can go badly for either of these two teams. Number one, both of these two teams actually share more or less the same keys to victory and also power spikes, right? They share the same time, so it's all about a skill matchup already. But if you want to talk about skill matchup, RSG does have a bit of an early game advantage due to the fact that they have a Khalid. Powerful in the early game as a Badang, doesn't really have that much damage, but you start to see, when Powerful goes towards the later parts of the game, he's just a monster to deal with.
The setups, his Badang's initiations there, just on point indeed. And this is where the RSG really crumbles here. They were two fire outs on the base, and it is Team Evil just finishing the play. And they have taken this opportunity indeed to seal the deal, secures a 2-2-0 against RSGSG.
Yeah, and
Wow.
trust me, I feel like we're just basically selling snake oil here, but guys, it's not because we're trying to scam you or anything for views, but we are literally as surprised as you because till this day, every day feels like a banger. You got the first day of MPL Singapore Season 9 with a Team Flash lost. Today as well.
Yeah.
On last Sunday, you also have Absolute Zero, who actually took one score from Team Flash, and today you start to see Team Evil doing a resurgence against RSG. Haha, see what I did there?
We are going to show you who's the MVP on that game, none other than that is going to be powerful on that Badang.
Yeah, this one I agree with the production. Man.
Yeah.
I usually have, I always throw fist fights with the production all the time because we always disagree who should be the MVP. But I agree with this one, man. He's the one that's dictating the tempo, the pacing, and allowing his team to shine, allowing Ven to have an easier time to basically do what he needs to do damage.
Yeah, speaking of damage, that's a Thunder Belt there, so that's gonna be early secure there for powerful. And as far as how he sets the game, coming in from his hero Badang, it's actually enough, right? The fist crack combo is enough for the rest of the team to actually clean up that one.
Yeah, and the fact that if you notice, he doesn't really need much items at all, and that's how cheap you build a Badang, right? Just a Thunder Belt, Oracle follow-up, and then after Dom Eyes, that's basically it. And you do almost as much damage as almost like a carry. If you notice just now in the damage chart, he does more damage than Sayla, which is kind of surprising, mind you, because Luo Yi does a lot of AoE damage.
Yes.
Usually, if you have AoE damage,
True.
you do more damage.
Have you seen powerful on the Badang way back? I think this is the
Not
first
last
time.
season, not last season, but
Yeah.
this season he does appear with Badang.
Last game?
Last week.
Oh, really?
There's some games that he plays last
Oh,
week with
I
Badang.
see. Yeah,
Yep.
this is the first time I'm seeing him actually on the Padang. He
Yeah.
did it pretty good. So the adaptability coming in from this guy as well is pretty incredible. And looking bright for Team Evil. So I'm surprised. Actually, with the performance last week, I didn't expect Team Evil could really, go down as much. But now this is the recovery that they want. And they did with a sweep.